Friends, sit back and enjoy yourselves. Stevie Vaughan and Double Trouble.
It's my 10th episode. Can you believe that this is my 10th episode? It's like the anniversary episode. I didn't think I'd get this far with these episodes. And I can't believe who's watching them either. It's so cool. So I'm going to celebrate today. It's Thursday, it's about 5 o'clock, maybe 6 o'clock in the evening. And I'm out on 6th Street. My mate Dick's band is playing, another band that he's in is playing on... yeah, that's just for you. Look at that. Dick is playing here at Friends, which is ironic because Friends is the place that I got chucked out of, basically, when the guitar player told me to get off stage. He didn't want me to use his rig. And the band is called The Crawlers, and they're really good fun. And the guitar player in The Crawlers is a guy called Jimmy Summer. He is a super cool guy. He's a fantastic guitar player. And he makes amps, and his amps are called Summer Tone amps, and they're point-to-point wired amps. Completely custom made from the ground up. And they really are beautiful sounding amps. Today started off in a really boring way, doing washing and stuff like that. It's going to end in a really fun way. Originally I was going to go a fortnightly harmonica jam at the Skylark. However, Dick called me and told me about this gig, so I thought I'd come down here and check them out. And now I have lots of options. I can have a lift up to Round Rock, where there's a really cool jam that happens in a place called the Roadhouse. It's actually called the Roadhouse. So I could go to the Skylark or I could go there. Or I've been invited out with Dick to go and have some barbecue this evening, so I could go for barbecue, but I want to play really as much as I can, so we'll have to go for barbecue again. And I was going to go to Seaboys to play with one of Muddy Waters' old harmonica players, a guy called Paul Osher, who looks really cool. I was given a tip to go and see him and just ask if I could play. Also, I've been told that another legend, Rusty, who's the bass player from the house band at Sam's, is happy to give me a lift up on Sunday evening to Rumi's Tavern, which is another place that I couldn't get to. I'm no longer going to jam nights, trying to sign up for things. I'm getting invited out. I feel like a star already. Here I am in a really nice place. Andrew, my friend, has kindly invited me up today to his place to have a look at some things that he's been doing, and I've mentioned them previously on this blog. You'll get to meet Andrew in a minute. First thing we're looking at today is his work in progress, his car. So this is a Plymouth Duster, and this is not how they normally look. This is completely different. Everything on this car is completely different.
The race that I'm building it for, you have to have two-way communication. So CVs are accepted.
Right.
Because it's only a 100-mile race. And I got rid of the big-ass gas cap and used one of those pop-up caps from a Harley.
Oh yeah, look at that.
You're not going to ever notice that it's there.
I didn't see it until you pointed it out. 1.51 gigawatts.
I have a sense of humor.
Yes, I can see.
That's the battery box. That's a
wow
vapor injection system for the afterburners.
Afterburners?
Yes.
Right. Bit difficult to know what to say.
I understand that. The car is divided into 3 discrete compartments. There's a multi-layer steel firewall here, and there's a steel firewall obviously at the front.
Okay.
So it's 3 discrete, almost airtight compartments.
And you've kept almost like your controls and everything completely separate in every compartment.
And there's also a grounding bus bar in each compartment.
Did you fabricate that battery box as well?
Yes.
Is that stainless steel?
Yes.
Oh, do you want me to sit in there?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
This is going to be good. Oh, the seats are fantastic.
It's got a 9-point roll cage.
Is that carbon fibre?
The entire car is made out of carbon
Oh, it's
fiber.
carbon fibre doors and everything.
Everything, 100%. Turn it to the on position. Okay.
Locked.
Now, keypad.
That's brilliant.
So that's that.
That's that, he says. Is this multiple LCD screens, or?
Yeah, and there's a gauge missing, actually. There's that, and that's the computer screen for the keyboard here.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to slow down on me here. This is absolutely crazy.
So this is a two-person race. You have to have a navigator with a stopwatch. It's much easier to do this than to try to poke this.
Yeah. What is that?
This is the CB radio.
Oh, that's the radio system, okay.
Right.
I love the fact that it's got VU meters on it, that's brilliant. So you've got water temperature, oil temperature, transmission temperature, oil pressure, fuel level, fuel pressure. What's the 7.4?
That's your oxygen gauge, and the voltage is missing here.
This is so complicated.
So the power distribution panel, which you would call a fuse box, came out of a Crown Victoria Highway Patrol car. Because they need so many circuits and so much access. It has 40 some odd circuits, and we're using all of them. So okay, so now you're driving along and you want to talk to the other guy that you're racing with. Press the minus volume control. Oh! Okay, so as you push down to talk, you're talking, and then when you let go, the stereo comes back on. Okay, so
brilliant.
So you're keying the mic and you're muting the stereo at the same time with one action.
And the buttons are just the coolest thing ever. I love it.
These are avionics, what they call maintained switches, and they've got 6 poles, so you can do a lot with one switch.
It's in the visor, it's in the sun visor. An LCD screen in the sun visor.
So there's that.
This is a live camera feed that's coming from inside that scoop, inside the platform that's raised, yeah?
Yep.
And at night time, that's going to be infrared, which means you'll be able to see in the dark.
And it's a black and white vision.
Will there be any night racing then?
No, I just did it because it was fun to do.
Because you could.
So when the radar detector goes off, you're going to see it in your windshield as you're driving. That's the only heads-up display I've got is the radar detector.
And what's the point of the radar detector is what? Simply to tell you that there's an obstruction or a car before or behind.
No, that means that the police is transmitting a radar signal. This particular radar detector tells you not only what signal, but how many bogies you're being hit by, and from what direction it's coming.
It's almost like you're preparing for some sort of takeover bid or something, because I think this car would probably be able to do it.
I didn't put the rocket launchers on that. I really had to. The decision was between the launchers and the ventilation, and I really wanted them to launch.
I'm just imagining like Vanishing Point 2018. I knew this was going to be something, but I didn't know it was going to be like this.
There's still one more thing.
Well, we're back at the Skylark. Here we go. It's Thursday night. This is the 10th vlog. As is the 10th vlog, I've decided to dress up. So I'm not wearing baseball caps or anything like that today. There's no shorts going on. I'm wearing a shirt, I'm wearing a pair of red trousers. Here we go.